Hello Blockaneers, today we're going to unbox and review Four Gardens, a board game by Arcane Wonders. And this is one of the Dice Tower Essentials, which are a collection of games that Tom Vasel thinks every gamer should own. This game is for ages 10 and up, 2 to 4 players, and it takes 45 minutes. And on the back is a quick overview. So basically the concept of the game is to build a Korean garden. And lastly, before we open the box, are the components. So first is one pagoda tower, which is this tower thing. There's also 70 garden cards, 60 wooden resource tokens, 16 score markers, 12 bonus tiles, 4 planning tiles, 1 scoreboard, and a rule book. Alright, now let's open this up. First is the assembly guide.
Oh, it's pretty short. And the rule book.
Yep, the rule book. It's actually not many pages.
Yeah,
but it's pretty big of a rule.
And here are some punch-out boards.
Yes, punch-outs. So I think this might be a scoreboard, maybe?
Oh, look, these are the things that you use for the pagoda. These are the buildings for the pagoda.
Oh yes, this is the pieces for the tower. By the way, these punch-outs are they're very easy to punch out, but also
that's why you hold the
off.
Sides.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, and here are some pagoda stands.
Pagoda, okay.
Some more.
Oh wow, there's a lot.
Stands.
So I think there's gonna be some assembly involved.
I'll assemble the pagoda. Here are the panoramic thingies.
Here are the cards, which I think we'll be using a lot in the game.
Okay. And here are the score tokens and, wait, no, not score tokens, but the resources.
There are some black stuff here, some cubes, water droplets.
These are all the resources.
Grass things.
Grass things. They're called trees.
And
Plants.
Tree trunks, I think.
Yeah, trees, tree leaves, and tree trunks.
And a do not eat packet. And that's all.
Hey, the do not eat packet is not part of the game.
Overall, it looks like this isn't too complex of the game. There's some games with a very complicated rule book and millions of components. And so we're gonna play this game and come back with our review and final thoughts. And we're back. The objective of the game is to score the most points by completing garden landscape cards. During your turn, you must take 3 actions from the 4 to choose from. You may perform the same action more than once. The actions are 1. Lay groundwork. You may play 1 card from your hand into your garden. This card would then need to receive resources in order to become a landscape card. 2. Rotate and collect. If a card has a pagoda symbol, you may discard it to rotate the floor indicated and collect resources into your planning tile. 3. Take a wild. If a card has a wild symbol, you may discard it and collect a wild resource. And lastly, 4. Reallocate resources. If a card has a hand cart symbol, you may discard it to reallocate your resources from the planning tile to the active groundwork, from active groundwork to another active groundwork, or from your planning tile back to the supply. If a groundwork card's resources requirements are satisfied, flip the card over to complete the landscape and advance 1 space on the score track in that color. Also, gain rewards again for any previously completed landscape card. If the panorama set is complete, the player also takes 1 bonus tile. The bonus tiles are planning tile expansion, which gives you an additional resource space. Take wilds, which lets you collect resources from the supply equal to the number on the tile, or extra rewards, which is worth the points indicated on the tile. At the end of your turn, replenish your hand back to 5 cards. The game ends once a player completes a fixed number of landscape cards in their garden according to player count, and every player has had the same number of turns. Tally up the points, and the player with the most points is the winner. The first time we played this game, we actually played it wrong because my dad misinterpreted the rulebook, so it made it very hard for us to collect sets. But then after that, we learned to play it correctly, and it was actually a lot easier and a lot more fun. Brother, what was your favorite part of the game?
My favorite part of the game was building and spinning the pagoda.
Okay, yeah, and the pagoda it's this building. So basically, that part of that component was really cool because it was like 4 levels, and you got to spin the levels to collect your resources. And there's also a lot of strategy involved. One of them is the difference between collecting small sets and big sets. If you do small sets, it's faster to get them completed because you need less resources, and you also get more bonus tiles. But if you do bigger sets, then you can accumulate more points. So there's pros and cons to each. A thing I really liked about the game was the artwork. You can already see from the front that the artwork was very good. And you could combine the landscape cards to form sets, and when you flip the sets over, then there's a beautiful panoramic scene on every set. So I really like the game for its artwork and designs. If this looks interesting to you, you can purchase it at the link in the description. Bye!